Okay, 7:30, day 7. Them lines from my hat. That's me leaving this campsite now. It's probably my most favourite campsite yet. I'm just doing a quick sweep just to make sure I've left absolutely nothing. Keep this place pristine. So yeah, cool place. As I say, wolf tracks, bear tracks, and a creek which didn't have any fish in it, or I wasn't fishing good enough. But we'll keep going. But yeah, so 7:30. I wanted to get on for 7 o'clock, but never mind. It's good enough. And looks like it's going to be a good day. Not so soft this morning. Pretty much straight into a rapid. All I could see last night was it was just a boulder in the middle, and then channels left and right of it. Nice lines. Yeah, nothing too crazy. Watching out for boulders as usual. Safe line on the right. Avoid all that. Right, and sideways waves, sort of splashing. Whoop. Wave train. Straight into the fun. All good. Keep away from all the big stuff. Pretty big. Woo. So I think there's 3 rapids on this section, and then it eases off after these. 1, 2, this is the 3rd one. Do I need to empty? It should be fine. I have to go centre because I can't see. Clean line on the left. This is going to be bouncy, this. A few irregular waves. Got to keep facing forwards. Good job I have my coffee and porridge. Whoa, shit. Get empty. Full. Full of water. Okay, ready on the right. Heavy. Woo! Bit of excitement to start the day. Okay, that's us emptied. think that's the end of those rapids. We'll see in a minute. That was big, man. Big wave trains. Huge. And this is so easy to empty. You just pick it up and just tip it over, and that's it. You're empty. Whereas the hard shell, you've got all the weight of that canoe. Spend a lot of time bailing out, and it's much easier in that respect. Through the middle. I just adjusted my weight a bit further forward. Actually, I moved my seat further forward, so I've got a bit more of a forward trim. It's called trimming your boat, where you just move your weight either forwards or backwards, which will change the performance of the boat. So hopefully I'm not going to get that great big sort of bouncy effect when I'm going over wave trains, and it's a bit easier to turn and things. Also, if I've got a bit of a headwind later today or later on in the trip, if you're a bit further forward in your boat, it's just a bit easier to push forwards into that wind. So yeah, that feels better. 12.5 miles completed. It's nearly 10 o'clock. Just working my way through all these little islands and channels. It's good. There's a big log over there. It's got my name on it. So I'm going to park up there and have a decent meal. Worked well yesterday getting them calories in early, so making good progress today. Really, the flow's good, man. I think that rain that we had last night has just lifted up the levels that little bit, which is just pushing me forward, so that's good. We're doing well for time. Currently on day 7, and we are approaching 19 miles, and it's about 12 o'clock, so we're doing good. Big plume of smoke in the distance there, looks like a wildfire, the size of that. That's probably from that electrical storm yesterday. That's what happens. It looks pretty big. Okay, end of day 7. Going through all those channels and islands today, and about 26 mile point, there's a river that comes in, the Rogue River. I'm just beyond that here at one of these great big gravel bars. I've been wanting to camp on one of these for a while actually. It's nice and open, so you can just see everything what's going on. There's kind of 2 rivers in between me, which is good. can hear anything coming if it's sort of coming over. And just loads of firewood and a nice seat there. Tent's all set up. Heavens opened when I landed, but it wasn't too bad. It was quick in and quick out. So I'm going to get a fire going now for a bit of morale and get a coffee on. But the water is much murkier further down the Hess. It's kind of grey now rather than green. I guess that's just all this sort of dark silty sand type stuff gone into it. So yeah, look at this interesting place, massive. It's like a scene from Time Bandits when they're walking along that desert with loads of stones. That's a blast from the past. That'll do. Just literally get a lighter to that and it'll go up like billy-o. Little trick I do whenever I'm away camping or expedition or whatever. I always tape 2 lighters together. Obviously one goes out and then you've got another one, but just cover it in duct tape, so you can use this duct tape for repairing stuff, or you can take a bit off and you can use that actually as a bit of an accelerant to start a fire, just if you've got wet conditions. But just make sure you get the correct duct tape because some of it isn't flammable. So yeah, double lighters. Always go out of the house with these. Alright, keep digging around in my food barrel, getting some snacks and things like that. And I found this. So this is a little hip flask of my favourite whiskey. So I just thought, with it being the halfway point, or just, well, we're over the halfway point now, have a little mini celebration. I've got some nicer stuff which I'm keeping to the end, which is back in the cabin. Peter doesn't know about it, but I'm gonna present it to him. But yeah, here we go. Cheers to the Hess and to the Yukon. Thank you for being such a magical place and providing me a wonderful trip so far. Cheers. That'll do. Can't have too much of it. Still got a long way to paddle. Don't celebrate too early. Good morning, folks. Start of day 8 Quite nice to say that. I'm still here, not being eaten by bears, not being swallowed down whitewater rapids. Had a good sleep last night again. I think keeping the down jacket on is a winner. Keeps that temperature up. Hasty exit this morning from here. It's still early doors, so I'm just having a sort of quick breakfast. Not even cooking anything, just some handful of trail mix and a cereal bar and a fruit thing. Coffee, obviously. And then hit the river. And as I say, gonna get a big day in today. Heading down the corner there, around that bend, and then off into a valley which is kind of shrouded in mist at the minute. But it's a beautiful morning. These low temperature inversions makes it different. Similar sort of forecast today, I think, just cloudy and overcast, which I'll take. All right, let's get this coffee done, a little bit of breakfast, pack up and hit the river. Okay, just pushed off the island. It's nearly 7 o'clock, so much for the early start, but it just took forever to get everything put away for some reason. Don't know why. Maybe because of the steep bank and I had to keep going up and down to pack the boat. But it's still earlier than yesterday, so that's good. Right, I've got a river bend approaching, leaving this island, and we'll see what lies around the corner. We've got a moose ahead swimming across the river. Yep. Sorry, I'll just try and keep it steady. Yeah. Now she's clocked me. Amazing. Disappeared off into the trees. Yes. First wildlife spot of the day. Happy with that. Okay, just thinking about some quotes going through my head as I'm drifting down the river here, down the Hess. And a big wide open stretch, big open section where there's no rapids, just big open space. So motivational quotes or quotes that I like. The one that sort of struck me before is, you know, we are designed to live, not to exist. And I'm certainly living out here. Absolutely. There's one for you. Just keep seeing huge lumps of these gravel bars just sort of actively eroding, just big massive bits of them falling off as I'm sort of floating past this huge gravel bar area of even more just down trees. Just hard to get across the scale of it all. It's just enormous. Okay, just pulled over here. I know I've got some rapids ahead, but kind of entering this canyon section here. So big white walls, and then just goes around the bend, which I can't see, but I can see an eddy over there, sort of left of those waves, where I can see what lies behind the corner. So you know my feelings about canyons, don't really like them that much. But from what I've read on the notes, there's nothing too significant. But there is 2 marked rapids ahead, so I need to be super vigilant in this canyon. beautiful, this canyon, but something just gives me the creeps about paddling through canyons. I'm happier when I'm out of it. It's funny, the guidebook doesn't really mention a long canyon section with rapids that much. The guidebook I've got, insignificant. There's another one over here so I can see it. Doing good. Day 8. 27 and a half miles done already. Getting tired now, like it's yeah, just this constant rain's a bit of a pain, just keeps you cool. A bit too cold though. But we're doing good. It's looking like tomorrow is going to be my last day on the Hess when it joins the Stewart River. So all going well, I will have finished the Hess River, which was the big challenge initially, was to paddle the Hess solo. It's looking damn like I'm going to be doing it tomorrow, finishing it. So it's just an amazing feeling, you know, getting through all that uncertainty at the start, those few days, the friggin' crazy whitewater days. Probably not through it yet though. And you know, the end is nearly in sight. It's still over 100 miles away, but the river's, as you can see, going at a good pace. It's going at a good pace. So this is helping me along massively. So I think I'll bash in another few hours, finish at 3 o'clock. I want to get a fire going, get warmed up because my feet are cold, hands are cold. Get warmed up, get a tarp up again, and then do the same as what I did yesterday, really. Just establish a bit of a base camp somewhere, get a good rest, and then get in the river early again tomorrow morning. That seems to be working. So feeling good, guys. We're getting there. Now that is a log jam if ever I've seen one. Look at that mess. That's not clearing anytime soon, is it? It's not far away at all. About 800 metres away. Gee, thank God the place isn't bone dry. That probably would have been a lot bigger. But it's pretty much took out that valley. That bit. Okay, I'm just going to try and spring a tarp up here. Just for a bit of a sheltered area rather than just crouching down in the tent all the time or sitting outside. It's just spitting at the minute, so I'm going to try and make a sort of seated area inside behind the log. Let's see. Okay, chef's in town. Right, we're going to try and recreate mini pizzas with these tortillas, spam, yeah, spam. Haven't seen this stuff in years. It's quite nice fried up actually, but I'm going to chop that into little chunks, maybe fry that up first and put it on. We've got traditional squeeze pizza tomato topping stuff, and we've got some parmesan. So I reckon with those ingredients we can make something which resembles a pizza, or we can roll it up as an enchilada. Let's get cracking. I'm using the spam because it's heavy. I want rid of it. Oh, look at that. Mystery meat, that's what we call that. Never mind, it's okay as a one-off. I don't eat this all the time. So let's do it into slices for now. That's not too bad. Right, as I said, I'm going to fry this up first. So get it in the pan because it won't be cooked otherwise. A little bit of oil. Oh. There we go, there's the first one. So it wouldn't quite work as a pizza, but just fold it over. It's like a mini folded pizza and it looks delicious. It's worked pretty well actually. Oh yeah, that is very good. I'm going to have a few more of these. Michelin star, or maybe Michelin guide. Delish. Well guys, here we are on this big massive gravel bar. I got here nice and early, about 2:45. Still got about 23 miles in, so which is a good day, but I wanted to just spend a bit more time at a campsite rather than getting there, getting tired, getting food, going to bed. So this is the first proper opportunity I've really had just to kind of explore, fish, get a nice big fire going, appreciate that fire. But as soon as I got here the heavens opened up, but it's not torrential rain, so it's tolerable, and we've got this nice tarp up, so that's okay. But yeah, another good day. Feel like I've broke its back now. There's a few unknowns still left though. Tomorrow there's a couple of rapids. We've done the biggest stuff, but I know there's a couple of rapids, and then there's an unmarked rapid which a couple of people have told me about. Two people I know that have ran this river. And there's an unmarked rapid which has caught a few people out, so I'm going to be on my guard for that. I think that's going to be tomorrow. If not, it's going to be a portage around, which apparently isn't very nice, over a bit of a sort of cliff. But yep, we'll just deal with that when we come to it. Tried a bit of fishing today, didn't go too well, didn't think it would. the water's really murky now. It's like this nasty sort of grey colour. So we filled up at a lovely sort of emerald sort of creek coming through. Lovely clean clear water. So I filled up my 2 bottles. This is okay for boiling up for food and stuff, but it's a bit silty. It's not going to harm you, but it's not great. So yeah, the river today has changed its nature. There's lots of winds and turns and big open gravel bars, little chutes going through, and channels, choosing the right channel to get you through. Didn't choose a wrong one once actually today, so that was good. Just kind of going with the most flow which goes through the channel. Loads of tree debris, I mean like loads, like massive pines all stacked up in big log jams, ripped out the ground. There's loads of damage from beavers where they've been sort of doing their bit on the trees and stuff like they're supposed to. Yeah, and just like from all the ice melts up, ripping the sides of the banks away, leaving lots of strainers and things. But the beauty about paddling, these rivers this time of year is they've had all the big ice melt. All the big trees have been washed through, and it's clear. So, yeah, I had a lot of time to think today, and it's been sort of thinking about my family a lot more. But on this trip, these sort of trips, you've got to kind of put those sort of thoughts in a box, if that makes sense. Because you don't want to start a trip like this, a real wilderness trip or out the way where you're the other side of the world, where you're already missing your family. My family's always going to be there, so I kind of put them in a box and thinking about them a bit today. I'm really looking forward to seeing them now when I get back. But yeah, you've got to be careful of that. If you start delving into that sort of Pandora's box too much, then you start not focusing on what you're supposed to be doing and then thinking about back home, and then that's where mistakes can happen. So I can assure you guys, you're always in my thoughts. I just kind of put them back a little bit, and I can text message them as well now and then, which is great with the Garmin device. But yeah, it just makes you appreciate your loved ones all the more when you come back from these sort of trips. So yeah, cracking day. So I'm going to finish off some odds and ends, sit on the fire for a bit longer. It's about 6:30, and then have an early night, and then it's early to rise tomorrow morning. Going to see how much distance I can cover tomorrow, see where I get to. So out of camp by 6:30 at the latest. I'm going to try and get out for 6. Quick breakfast and out, and then hit the river and see where we get to. See you tomorrow, folks.